Has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete on the deep ball. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they got themselves a 1st down. Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in Week 2. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. Play action, Garoppolo. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the run, it's Robinson. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the 1st. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Robinson. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps them move the sticks. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run here with Robinson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Escaping the pressure right. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, You and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now Allen. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, and that'll bring up second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Allen going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and it's third down.
Well, this defense for the Pats, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo will lead the Patriots up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Garoppolo. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle.
7 yards, the pick up there.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They run. Robinson. Oh, he bowls over him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a play fake. Garoppolo sliding out of the pocket. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now a toss running left, Akers.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
The way in. Touchdown, New York.
Cam Akers.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it now with Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's good for Patriots. First down. 1st and 10.
Garoppolo on first down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And some room to maneuver. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Being chased, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll field this at the 5. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Now Allen going to give this one to Cam Akers.
He's got room to run past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Allen's throw is complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
Robinson, a 1st down and then some.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
13.
56, the mic, boys, 56. Check 56.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Flushed out right. He's got Jack Doyle. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
56. I know he ain't got it. 56 to Mike.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Play action. Garoppolo.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Doyle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run again here with Robinson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Left side, Doyle with it. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll try and run for it. Bulldozes past him. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Jamar Chase.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point try good by Gano. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
65. 56.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And a dump off here to Robinson. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Well, the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Robinson.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Second down and goal. Garoppolo. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
James Robinson
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Gano the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
To the air, Allen.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Allen.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Going up top for Cup.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now Garoppolo. This goes out right to Doyle. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down now. It's Robinson. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Again, it's Robinson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Garoppolo to throw. That's complete to Chase. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Now Garoppolo. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw, Garoppolo. Rolling to his right. Robinson's got it. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. To throw is Garoppolo. That's out wide here for Robinson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Back to throw. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. And he'd completed 7 straight passes before that one as it falls incomplete and puts a halt to that streak. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you? Because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight. And they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Jets, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for New England, They fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.